Okay, today you are going to be answering the question. What percent of 30 is 18? Okay? Today, that is the question that you're going to be answering. And each question will just have a different numeric value after the of and after the is. Now, we've done this year. Okay? So, to answer this question, write a proportion. Now, write a proportion using the template is over of equals percent over 100. This template is over of equals percent over 100. The number 100 always goes in the denominator on the right-hand side. Okay? Does everybody understand what the word template means? All right, so this template is going to get used to solve or answer this question. So here's the template. Fraction equal to fraction. And 100 goes on the bottom. Now when you read this problem, what percent of 30 is 18? The is goes in the upper left. And in this case, the is the 18. The of, what's that? How do you get to the percent? I'm going to show you. Okay? The of, in this case, is the 30. The percent's what you're trying to find, isn't it? So call it x. And now, to solve a proportion, write this down. To solve a proportion, criss-cross multiply. So you're going to solve this proportion by crisscross multiplication. So you're going to take 30 and you're going to multiply it by x. This is what I mean by crisscross. So 30 times x. And you're going to make it equal to the 18 times 100. There's your crisscross multiplication. So 18 times 100. So 30 times x is 30x. And 18 times 100 is 1800. And then you can divide both sides by 30. So look, in your calculator, type 18 times 100. And that's your 1800. Now that number is sitting on your screen, right? So if you just push divided by 30, it's going to give you this percentage. 60%. So in this case, you used x as your percentage, so x equals 60. So when we answer the question, what percent of 30 is 18? Well, that is 60%. Questions? All right, let's try another one. What percent? Of 32 is 24? There's your question. The next step is to draw the template, which is a fraction bar, an equal sign, and a fraction bar. And what goes on the bottom right? 100 goes right here. In the numerator on the left goes the is. And when you read this question, what percent of 32 is 24? The is 24. So it goes here. What percent of 32? The of is 32. So it goes in the denominator. Is over of equals percent over 100. You're trying to find the percent, so you make that a variable. And now, when you crisscross multiply, you've got 32 times x, and you make it equal to 24 times 100. So 32x equals 2400. And the next step is to divide by 32.
75%.
Very good. So the 32's cancel, and x is equal to 75%. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Not real hard, is it? You're just going to set up the same template for every problem, crisscross multiply, and you're going to find the percentage. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody need to see another example? All right, I've got a handout for you to do today. Now, please take care of this handout and don't write on it. We got to use it all week. The handout is going to be page 141. Problems 1 and 2, 9 through 14. Show all your work on a separate piece of paper. And I'll collect it at the end of the period.